There we go.
Hey, what's
Hi,
going
we're
on?
live.
We're here.
All
We're
right,
not
guys,
late yet,
welcome
technically.
to YouTube Live at E3 with Rooster Teeth. So, this is a lo fi stream. You can probably tell. The reason for that is that there's only one press conference today, and that press conference is EA. It didn't make sense for us to set up an entire broadcast studio, and we also have everyone still flying in today. Like Gus is on a plane right now, Mika's on a plane right now. So we're doing this. And then we'll have a full broadcast set up like what you would expect what we did with the press conferences last year, starting tomorrow. But we figured that was no excuse not to talk about EA stuff because, it's EA stuff, right? So I'm going to check in with you guys in the chat really quick, and then we'll get ready for the stream because it actually starts in 9 minutes. Although
Yep.
I'm not sure if you guys saw a bunch of the announcements already leaked. So,
Not a good
I'm
morning
going to
for
guess
EA.
yeah.
A lot of rumors about Dylan, Battlefront leaks. Uh, Pretty much what seems like their whole press conference. Hopefully, they have something to surprise us, though.
Yeah, so it seems like the Battlefront 2 gameplay leaked early, and there was a run of show that leaked out showing that they're going to be talking about BioWare's new IP, the one that everyone's calling Dylan, the one that's basically Destiny-ish. Okay, so Adam, people are asking to turn up the volume a little bit.
I believe I've done that.
Thank you, Adam. We've got Adam Baird over here running all the super tech magic, and thank God he's here. So you guys, I'm checking the chat now. What are you hoping to see from the EA press conference of the stuff that's not been leaked yet?
We just lost Adam.
And we lost Adam.
PC hard crash.
He got a PC hard crash. He'll be back, don't worry. It'll be just a minute. In the meantime, we'll just have frozen Adam face. And I'll talk to you guys instead. No, that's true. He is just doing the mannequin challenge. He's really, really good at it. Yes, so I see in the chat, played puss. Someone said visceral, which I am fully on board with because so for the visceral thing being like when EA got the Star Wars license, right? They had BioWare working on games. They had DICE. They were working on Battlefront, but then they've also got Visceral working on something, and that's where it's become like a black hole of talent. Like Amy Hennig from Uncharted went there. Jade Raymond, who used to be a studio head for Ubisoft, is there now. They've taken a bunch of like really amazing writers. Dude, I'm so curious to see what it is they're working on. There were all those rumors a while back that it was going to be like an open world RPG of some kind, which sounds amazing. Okay, looks like Adam's gonna join back in. I mean, Adam's gonna unfreeze himself from his mannequin challenge. All right, NFG Gaming says Dead Space 4. Yeah.
Well, that was.
Yeah. Also, hold on. Fallen Bites says, will you be broadcasting the stream or will we have to pull up a second window? We have that for you. So we'll switch over to another thing. To like a different overlay, and we'll just be like little in the corners. The conference will be full screen. We'll do some light commentary if there's something we're really excited about, but we also don't want to talk over all the information. So what we'll do is we'll do a couple reactions here and there, talk to you guys in chat, and then afterwards we'll also talk through everything we learned, see what you guys like the most. And then also we can go through the schedule for the week because this is day 1 of 6. Oh my God.
It's a long week, dude.
It's a
You guys had
long
a lot,
week.
you guys had a
You're
lot
back,
going.
Adam.
I'm back. Technical difficulties, I guess.
That's
What did I
seems to be
miss?
the theme of the day.
Yeah.
So the conference hasn't started yet. We were just talking about what we're excited to see. We're hopefully what we'd like to see, like the visceral project for Star Wars.
Oh, the Star Wars one? Oh God, yeah.
It'd
I
be amazing, right? What do you want to
I
see?
mean, well, I want to see that, but I don't really think that they're going to go ahead and show two Star Wars games in one E3. But I could be wrong. I kind of I like half of me is expecting to see Skate 4, um, because there's been so much like stupid internet hype about that game that like hopefully that'll be real one day. Um, Aside from that, I'm not really a fan of all the sports games because I'm not really a sports game guy. But for those that are, that's pretty cool. I don't really know what else to expect from them. Obviously, I want to see whatever Dylan is going to be. Hopefully, that has to be a real thing. So
I'm still
we'll
waiting to see what they have to say about Dylan that really sets it apart from Destiny. Because if you've paid attention to any of the leaks, they talk about it being a sort of semi MMO ish online multiplayer action RPG type thing. And so far, I just kind of want to know what they're going to do different, because they did say that it's going to do stuff that's never been seen before in games. But Destiny also said the same thing.
totally.
And they
But,
did. They tweaked the formula a little bit, but
Bio,
I want to know what it's going to actually set it apart.
BioWare are storytellers, so if we get something, I mean, I know we're not going to get like something like the Old Republic, but if we get something that has that level of storytelling, but still is multiplayer, then and has those RPG elements, then I could go for that. I mean, Destiny, well, it has a story. At least the first game wasn't the best at storytelling, but it was really great at the shooting elements and the RPG elements. So hopefully, like BioWare will bring some of the BioWareness to the party and make it stand out.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Also, if
I like
if
the
I'm
Old
being
Republic a lot.
honest, I want to see what was so important that they were willing to hand Mass Effect off to a brand new studio and risk the IP the way they did.
You mean squander more than risk?
That's a
That
word for
that
sure.
poor game. Yeah, I mean, it has to be a big deal. I mean, it's there's the next major IP. I mean, I'm sure BioWare wouldn't skip out on a new Dragon Age or a new Mass Effect for something that wasn't important. But we'll see. I mean, I'm also excited to see more Battlefront 2. To be honest with you, it seems like they made some smart changes. They leaked some of the gameplay earlier, and I don't know if you watched it, but it looks really great.
I haven't got a chance to watch it yet, unfortunately. As much as I would have liked to spoil the surprise for myself, we were doing setup for this all morning, so
Yep.
I knew it was there, and I saw it was there, and I didn't have time to watch it and treat myself. But
Yeah.
hey, this way I'll be surprised pleasantly from what I hear by what they
Yep.
show.
I mean, the thing is that game never had a problem with looking bad, so we'll see about the meat and potatoes of that game and see if it like gets any of the problems solved. But there's been some good and some bad like rumors or leaks that have come out of that game, such as
Yeah.
like crossing eras. Like you'll be able to bring like Rey from The Force Awakens to Naboo to fight against Darth Maul. That's a
Yeah.
little weird.
I mean, they
but-
showed some of that stuff too in the trailers, like showing all the different characters. So that's kind of weird and kind of cool. But
Right.
I like the idea. I'm liking this base battle stuff that we're hearing about. They seem to have made some good tweaks to their overall formula. I know the major complaint for the first one was that there wasn't enough content, so a lot of people played it and then dropped off because they felt like they'd seen everything there was to see and had all the experience.
Yeah.
So hopefully, everything I've heard sounds like they fixed it. Hopefully that bears out.
Yeah, we'll see. I would like to see not necessarily single player focused stuff, but well, not necessarily campaign, but more single player focused activities and more progression. I feel like they didn't have a good progression system. Like content, like levels and maps aside, like the progression system wasn't great, so it didn't really leave you wanting to play the few maps that they did have.
Yeah. So I'm curious too. I mean, we'll see more of what Destiny 2 is going to have in store. No, that's not tomorrow. That is going to be Monday when we do the PlayStation press conference, and it's PlayStation and Ubisoft is on Monday. So we're going to be doing those ones. Tomorrow is Xbox and Bethesda.
I'm excited. This is it's like the best week for video games. Sets the
All
tone
right.
for the year.
I'm super excited for this conference to start. This is like the beginning, not even just because it's EA itself. I mean, although they do have, you know, a lot of big games, but just because now this is the start of E3.
Mm-hmm.
It's happening.
They got a marching band. That's nice. So probably gonna start off with sports games. If I had to make a wild guess.
They tend to do the sports stuff in all kind of a block. So we'll see the new FIFA and the new Madden and the new things. I feel a little bit bad for those developers in some way because with it being an annual franchise the way it is, they're under so much pressure to do new stuff every time so that they can sell a new game every year that's more than just a fresh roster. But
yeah,
man, it's tough to like reinvent the game every year.
Yeah, this is also like I would say for the majority of these people watching that like they're not people who are fans of Madden aren't watching the press conference for Madden. Like the people watching the press conference are watching for the other IPs like the non-sports games.
Okay, you guys ready to go? You guys ready to watch the conference? Let's do this.
Dude. It's all right, man.
See, they're inventing it again. You called it, though. You called it they were going to start with sports.
They had the marching band. I mean, that actually looks...
no audio on the conference.
Like an interesting story.
Okay. We're getting audio up on the conference.
Changing the way you interact with products before they launch. We wanted to do something that put the games in your hands earlier, and it showed us how much further we can go. As you see, we've got a great place here. We're right in the middle of it. This is going to be where it all goes down over the next 3 days, playing, creating, and sharing with the rest of the world. We built it this way for a very simple reason. We want more of you to be able to experience this moment. For thousands of these Hollywood this week, we have tons of participation for hands-on gameplay. And for tens of millions of you out there joining online from across the world, you won't hear it just from us. You'll hear it from players, right here. They're here to see new things, to ask questions, to challenge us, to tell us what they like, and especially what they don't. They're going to connect with each other and create content. And of course, they're going to play as many games as they possibly can. So let's set the stage for what we'll do over the next hour and a bit. We're going to go deep into 8 new experiences, each with major reveals, massive innovation, and stories that'll pull you in. 2 years ago, we launched Star Wars Battlefront, and we got a lot of feedback.
Indeed.
A lot of it positive,
so much
and a
feedback.
bunch of it constructive.
And then everyone left.
That's a euphemism for not as positive. So today we're going to bring you 30 minutes of Star Wars Battlefront 2. And what we hope you'll see is that we've addressed all of the feedback and gone even further. We've got a mix of everything here for you. A look at new IP, some killer new trailers, demos, and a bunch of live gameplay. This is going to be a lot of fun. And it should be, right? Because we're all here for one simple reason. All of us share one fundamental belief, and that's that games are the best form of entertainment on the planet. Yeah! They connect us like nothing else. They bring us together across cities and countries. They inspire us. They ignite the fires of competition.
Man, it's gotta be
inside
so
us.
hard for this guy to
Games allow
work
us
with a
to
cold
do
crowd.
extraordinary things.
Dude, I
and to
know.
be extraordinary.
This is not
in
like
our own
asking
ways.
for hype.
Games enable us to be our most creative selves. Whether that's as
interesting
game
that it
makers
says 30
trying to
minutes of
pioneer
Battlefront.
new
Oh,
ways
that's
to
great.
play,
That's great.
or players making each game a unique expression of our own passion for what we do. Games put the power of play in our hands, to do with it what we want and to make it our own. So let's celebrate. For the next 3 days, we're here to celebrate play with all of you. And what better place to start than with a game that has taken the world by storm, Battlefield. More than 20 million Battlefield 1 players out there today, and
Lone
we've got
guy
a lot to
clapping.
share about a revolution that's coming to this great franchise. So let's jump to Battlefield right from the creative heart of EA Play.
Hey everyone, I'm Andrew Galata, producer for Battlefield 1 at our DICE studio right here in LA. I'm standing inside the creator cave at EA Play where our community is creating new content to share with players across the globe. It's unbelievably rewarding to see more than 20 million players embracing the game, crafting their own memorable moments, only possible in Battlefield 1. Let's take a look.
Hey, Noob, I got some questions to ask you.
Okay.
What is it about the Battlefield franchise that's so special and
Well, this
appealing
is
to you?
interesting.
The thing I find special about Battlefield is teamwork. I'm not good at shooting. Sometimes I like to repair or heal
I mean, it's
or hide.
cool. They're doing a lot more with community lately.
Oh, I just shot an airplane out with the cable. I'm most definitely proud to be a part of the Battlefield community. I've never been a part of any other gaming community where people are just so passionate about their game.
Everyone in this community is focusing on making this game as best as it can be and expanding on the experiences that we've already had.
No way!
Was mich an Battlefield begeistert, ist die schiere Bandbreite an Dingen, die ich in diesem Spiel tun kann.
Player versus tank versus plane versus environment.
My most memorable moments is what I do with my community. A 64-man army that just does massive, crazy things.
Not a ton. I like
so many amazing
Battlefield
friends
as a
who become
franchise.
more like
But
family.
last year,
something that
I
brought a whole lot
wasn't
of people
playing
together
quite as many
who
shooters,
squad up
so I
and
played it
tear
a little
up.
bit, but I didn't get super into it. Hey, I recognize that guy.
Oh, I killed
Look
them
at that.
all! I killed them
Jeez.
all!
Oh, got a roadkill!
I just never stuck with it. They released some DLC for it. Holy shit.
I'll never be able to do that again in my life! I'll never be able to do that again in my life. Never, ever. That's it. That's as good as it gets. I should just stop playing. I should quit.
He just disabled a moving truck with a grenade while jumping off a horse.
Yeah,
Incredible.
we saw, dude.
We love
Incredible.
these only in Battlefield moments, and we want even more of them. So we're bringing more ways for you to play. First, Night Maps debut this summer. In Neville Nights and Prise de Terreur, you'll need to deploy tactics as you fight through the night in a massive network of trenches. Second, I'm excited to announce a major revolution in Battlefield 1. We're bringing epic battles to the Eastern Front of World War I. In the Name of the Tsar expands Battlefield 1 to the blistering winter in the East. This is the biggest front of World War I. And with it, we're bringing you 6 new maps, the Russian army, including the mighty Hussar cavalry, new vehicles and weapons to expand your arsenal, and the iconic Women's Battalion of Death. Finally, we're introducing a richer gameplay experience in both progression and operations mode. By bringing deeper player progression through all new assignments, the ability to tailor your playstyle with specializations, and new multi-battle experiences woven through the fan-favorite game mode, Operations. all of this coming in September as part of In the Name of the Tsar. And for the next 3 days, the Lupkow Pass map from In the Name of the Tsar is right here at EA Play. For those of you tuning in, you'll get a glimpse of it from these guys when they share it on their channels very soon. So there you have it, 8 new maps in total, opening up the largest front in World War I with new ways to play. There's never been a better time to be part of the Battlefield community. Now enough of me. Let's give you a first look at In the Name of the Tsar. A revolution is coming.
Yeah, well, sorry, I was looking for Bernie in the crowd there, and all. Yeah, Bernie's somewhere in that way.
Услышишь гром и вспомнишь обо мне. Полоска неба будет твердо алой, а сердце будет, как тогда. В огне.
Hi everyone. I have the privilege of leading our global development teams. 6,000 of the most creative people making truly amazing experiences, including Battlefield 1. Now this summer is going to be huge. So much new content, so much more to play, and so many new ways to play. And there's one more thing we'll bring to Battlefield. Later this year, we're going to give you a new competitive Battlefield experience. We've heard you. You want a smaller, tighter experience focused on team play. You want all-out war built for competition. And you want it accessible to players and to viewers. And it's coming. I can't wait to share more with you guys at Gamescom in August. Now, competition is at the center of EA today, and we've always thought about it a little differently. We believe in making stars of all our players. Let me tell you something really cool. Last month, I was watching an amazing competitor, Shells. He made it to the FUT Championship finals in Berlin. 6 months ago, this guy was an unknown. Now he's a worldwide star. And he'll be competing with the best at the FIFA Interactive World Cup final in August. Now, we want to find more stars, so we're doubling down in competition in ways only EA can. This fall, we're launching the largest FIFA championship ever, with many ways to compete. The best FUT players will compete in the FIFA Ultimate Team Champions Cups. And in our official Football League competitions, you can represent your favorite real-world team. True.
Seems like competitive is
we'll
a
have
big
much
push
more
for a
to
lot
share,
of
including our
companies.
Madden
Nintendo just
plans
announced
later
their
this summer.
competitive push.
As developers, your passion is what fuels us. Your stories inspire us, and competition like nothing else brings them to life.
If anything happens in this tournament, at least he has that.
This is my first time.
My first time.
This is my first time competing.
I just thought maybe this is something I could do.
So many good players.
I want to beat them just like they want to beat me.
Oh, wow.
I just don't understand how people think I'm the underdog.
That is confidence right there.
This is the highest level you can play. There is a real thin line between success and failure. How nervous are you right now? It's going to be a really tough game.
I'm never going to lose ever in my life.
Wide open!
He's just a person you can hate.
He is an absolute beast.
Bad man.
I wonder if we're going to see a handshake. Nope, not going to see it. He's come up in second place time and time again.
And we have a game! He scored it!
Now's the time to stand
up. They're pushing more esports competitive play.
This is what competitive gaming's all about.
Oh, my word!
We're about to crown a new king.
There it is! It's Rocky that is your champion!
And Michael Skimbo is your Madden 17 champ.
He's come out of nowhere. Were you ever in doubt in that game?
I was in doubt the whole time.
These guys are going through something special right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, sitting on your couch, this could be you.
Good for him.
There's no I in it, I bring in all my team. Who do you wanna holler, who do you wanna never know? Don't be a sheep when you can be the GOAT. Great, it's a good time and you never know. Don't show up to my show if you've got no. Yeah. Loud at you, he's a hater, I don't want no bad energy. Man get views, but I rate Charles cause I can't see my enemy. I like all types of girls, melanins and melanies. She wants a man from London, she wants a fella with felonies. That's probably all my team. There's no I in it, I bring in all my team. That's when they saw my team. Even the bouncers bounce when they saw my team. Who do you wanna holler, who do you wanna never know? Don't be a sheep when you can be the GOAT. Great, it's about time and you never know. Don't show up to my show if you got no.
Nice energy. Oh, nice fist high five. I like it.
I went early, Rog. I went early. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Men in Blazers. That's Rog, the bald one. I'm Davo, way less bald in person. We are delighted to be here.
Oh, we really are. Some of you will know us as the hosts of one of the top 3 most popular football shows ever to be produced in the panic room and the crap part of Soho.
That is true. Somehow, we convinced world leaders like Will Ferrell to come talk to us about the 5th best sport in the world.
Oh, we've tricked them all, Davo.
Yeah.
And the common thread for us is always football and FIFA. And when I speak to players around the world, they all tell me their experience with FIFA runs so deep, it actually impacts the way they play on the field. That is art influencing life.
It's
Davo.
all melding together, Rog. Look at this. Look at how the world's game comes to life in FIFA 18.
Hold on, I can do this too. You ready?
Personality
Hey, I gotcha.
differentiates
I can hear you
even
now.
the talls from the smalls.
Did I do
They've
it?
even perfected the inimitable run style of Raheem Sterling and developed with detail Anton Griezmann's technical ability to suavely fly past all defenders.
And
so suave.
nice
And
fist
these
high five.
atmospheres, Rog. Take a look at this.
Thanks.
They make you
It just got a
feel like you're in the Argentinian sun with your pasty white legs. And this is massive, Rog. They've now got
are
the
you- do you
ideal
have any interest in
athlete
sports games,
helping
Ashley?
to develop the game
Myself,
into anyone
no.
better
I
and more
like
genetically
snowboarding
sound
games.
than Cristiano
Oh, yeah, like Ant
Ronaldo.
was my
Could you
jam.
get anyone
There
better
was
than that?
That man
there was
doesn't
a
have a
GameCube
six-pack.
one.
He's got an 8-pack.
You're right.
An EA
Dark
Sports
Summit.
The only way to
I
make
love
this
that
Oh,
one.
that was like a
better
spy game.
is to jam him in
Spy snowboarding
spandex
game.
and capture his
Was
data.
it? I thought it was just
That
super
beautiful
doofy.
man.
Maybe I'm
He's done
crazy.
it all. Let's hear it. Back-to-back champion of Europe.
Yeah.
The La Liga title.
Yeah.
Ballon d'Or winner.
Yeah.
Literally every trophy. And most impressive from our perspective, that beautiful head of hair.
He has hair, Roger. But as huge as Ronaldo has
Chat
been this
says,
past
get to
year,
the Star Wars
there's
games
one
already.
story
Right,
bigger
get to
than
Star
the
Wars.
rest.
Get to Star Wars.
Peter Moore.
I'm kind of with them.
becoming
But you know what?
CEO at
Some people
Liverpool.
like
Good luck
FIFA.
with that one,
Some people
mate.
like
Yeah,
sports
no,
games.
no, Rog. No, Rog. The biggest story in football is, of course, Alex Hunter, the new hero of the virtual pitch and the star of The Journey.
The Journey.
Alex would
Don't
go
die,
on
Adam.
to score
Don't die,
more than 360
Did you say don't die?
million goals
Yeah, I'm
in his
talking
first
to
season.
Adam. Fair.
Wow.
He's,
That's true, and so is this.
dying
Whenever
dying
our
slowly.
English
It's like
national team take the field
you
over
fix
the
one
past
thing,
year,
it does another
the
thing.
single name
does another
most
thing.
tweeted,
Yeah.
even more than Sir Harry Kane,
Yeah,
Alex Hunter.
yeah, we could have used him today, Rog.
We could have won it all.
Yeah.
Talking about winning it all, though, what a storybook year Alex Hunter's had.
Yeah.
Winning the FA Cup.
Nearly passed
just
his bar
18
mitzvah,
years
wow.
old, barely passed his bar mitzvah. He's experienced more in his first season than I will in my entire life.
That is true. It was
18 years old.
quite
The
the
bar
start
mitzvah was
to
5
a
years ago, man.
truly
That's plenty of
amazing
time.
Journey.
When is the bar
The life
mitzvah?
of every footballer
13
is a
years old.
journey
As soon as
filled
you're
with
a teenager.
victory, defeat, glory and conflict, dreams come true, and challenges that lie ahead.
So, everyone wants to know, what is next for our man Alex Hunter?
I don't know, Davo, but it seems like everyone's got an opinion.
There is one question on everybody's lips.
What next for Hunter?
Everyone's hunting Hunter.
Alex Hunter has been talked about.
I think all this Alex Hunter talk, I think that's just paper talk, if I'm honest.
Sehen wir Alex Hunter bald in der Bundesliga?
Seine Spielweise ist atemberaubend.
Alex Hunter is a global talent, a huge talent. He needs the right club and the right manager. Any club will be lucky to have him.
Alex Hunter is in the media every day, and it's getting annoying to be fair.
You know who Alex Hunter is?
What kind of club would let Alex Hunter go?
I'm not really sure that a move is the right thing for him.
J'espère qu'il n'y aura rien.
But this guy's getting too big for his boots, blood.
Alexander is a great player.
She's a beast. Yeah, she is.
He's very quick.
Got skills.
Amazing skills.
Hunter è un attaccante fenomenale.
Hopefully he's got good people around him.
Hunter's bombed his bridge. He has to look after himself. Go! Go!
I would move.
Rumours have got to stop. Don't go, Alex.
Alex Hunter, you really are wasting time.
Will Alex Hunter stay or go?
Are you sure this is what
risky. Not about this tour of the US.
What does your heart tell you?
Seems like they're pushing the campaign in their sports games, like the story mode in their sports games.
They kind of have to. They have to do something to
Yeah.
set each
What
one
else?
apart.
What else are you gonna do?
What up, guys? Thank you for having me, EA. If you guys don't know
That
who
guy
I
from
am,
the
my
prank
name is
was Frank
Jesse
too.
Wellens, and I am a YouTube
Yeah,
creator.
he's a good friend of Bernie's.
So,
Oh, really?
I am here to talk about Need for Speed Payback.
He's
if
so
you guys
nervous.
didn't
What?
know Need for Speed Payback, yeah, it's a great game. But all right, all set aside, I'm a YouTube creator. Need for Speed Payback is coming out. I got my boy Marcus, executive producer here. He is the producer of the game. Thank you, Nick, for having me.
Hey man, thanks Jesse. Obviously we're really excited to tell everyone about Need for Speed Payback here today, but more importantly, show it. In Payback, you are on a revenge mission to take down the House. House is a cartel that rules the city's casinos, criminals, and cops, and that is we're delivering a brand new experience with wild heist missions, intense cop pursuits, grueling car battles, and jaw-dropping action moments. No longer is this just about being first across the finish line. We are putting you behind the wheel of an action-driving fantasy.
So Need for Speed has been around for a long time. There's been a lot of new things coming to the game and a lot of old things that people are familiar with the franchise.
Exactly. You know, we're putting a new narrative into the game where you drive 3 different characters, Tyler, Jess, and Mac, all bringing their own unique playstyle to the game. You drive across city, mountains, deserts, and canyons in the most diverse open world ever made for a Need for Speed game. There's a lot of great new elements in this game, but also obviously a lot of fundamentals like customization. We go way deeper when it comes to visual and performance customizations, as well as introducing something on top of that, something we call derelicts, which are abandoned classic cars that you transform from scrap to stock to supercars.
Speaking of customization, my homie Nick, AR12 Gaming, he looks like he's customizing a classic Beetle.
Hey, there's
he's gonna
Jack.
be doing
You see
a
Jack
lot
in the
more
back?
of this customization
No, I
and
didn't see
gameplay
him.
at 1:30 on the stream if you want to come
behind
back.
behind that guy who was
But
customizing
enough
his
talking
Beetle.
about it. I'm trying to see
I
it.
really feel for this
Yeah,
guy
you know,
being
we're
nervous. I
absolutely
was
very
doing some
excited
reviews
to
at
show
South
you
by
the
Southwest.
first,
I'll tell
one
you a
of the
story
blockbusters
after
from
this
Need for Speed
conference.
Payback, called
Yeah.
the Highway Heist, that shows that intense action driving experience. So let's turn around and take a look.
I mean, being nervous in front of a giant crowd, giant stream, 140,000 people watching. I mean, totally reasonable.
Koenigsegg Regera, 0 to 60 in 2.7 seconds. We intercept, then grab the cargo.
It'll be part of a convoy.
What are you thinking?
Quick hit and run. Get me close to the truck and I'll take care of the
Oh,
rest.
look, lots of people found Jack.
You're a racing game person, right? Like, you
Get
like
me
Forza,
close
right?
to that truck
I like Forza Horizon. I love Forza Horizon. I love the sort of open world that I can just get in there and drive around for ages.
So this game being a little more open world and similar to Forza Horizon, probably a little more arcade, like up your alley at all.
Yeah, that makes it even more up my alley, to be honest. I always really liked the PGR games for the racing. Like I like the arcadey racing, but I like the open worldness of Forza, so this could be my jam.
PGR was my jam. I used to really dig racing games. I don't know what happened. I sort of fell off them.
Well, maybe this will bring you back.
Maybe. I liked like Need for Speed Underground, and I liked Midnight Club, and so I liked the arcade races. But then I moved on to like Forza and PGR, and so I think I liked the Gambit, but I just haven't played them in so long. I did play a little bit of Crew, an open world, similar style game.
Yeah, we should be seeing the Crew at Ubisoft's press conference because they announced the Crew 2, but we haven't really seen much of it yet.
Yeah. The game looks sharp.
These guys are tougher.
Freaking tanks is what they are.
They're going down either way.
I like the idea that it's not just a race. Like you're actually like it's kind of like Burnout Crash Mode, where you're like making dudes crash, or it's like the crashes in Burnout, not necessarily Crash Mode.
Yeah, that's kind of the arcadey parts that I like about it.
Yeah.
Mostly because I crash a lot.
Get up on this right.
They're basically making a Fast and Furious game, which I'm totally into.
Keep it steady.
She's just stealing a car. Wow, it's amazing.
You got this?
Now we're in spot hunting.
I got this.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's actually
Good job,
fun.
team. Let's take this baby home.
Let's see what she can do. Okay, boys. Let's even the odds.
Seems totally cool.
Yeah, I like a lot of those mechanics.
Yeah.
I can assure you that plays as well as it looks. Last year at EA Play, we unveiled EA Originals. The program was something we created to support small, independent studios, to help bring experiences that are unique, gorgeous, innovative, and memorable to the world. We are partnering with game creators through the process from development to marketing to publishing. But EA Originals is also about funding, about offering a level of security. The profits from these games go back to the hands of the developers. We have been overwhelmed with the indie community's reaction to this. I can tell you, we've received hundreds of pitches, many of them brilliant, and as a result, we now have several new titles in development. Today, I want to introduce you to our next EA Originals title, one that I've been very close to from the beginning. This game tells a story in an entirely new way.
Oh God, that
now,
game was like
A few years ago, I played the indie hit
Did you play that, Adam?
Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons with my oldest daughter. I loved how different the game felt. The mechanics
really
and storytelling were
fascinating
really cool.
control-wise, being controlling two characters at once.
Story. So I decided
it was
to
so
contact
difficult
the
at
game's
first,
creator,
and then
Joseph
you got used to it.
When we met, we instantly
which was really
realized
the point.
we shared the same passion for games and how to bring new experiences to players. I also found out that he was building a new studio called Hazelight. Now, we're thrilled to be working with Joseph to bring his new project to all of you. What started out as a wild idea on paper has now turned into a groundbreaking, one-of-a-kind game called A Way Out. Take a look.
What's your plan?
Stay the hell away from me, okay?
I'm sure you have good reasons to bust out of here, but I need to get out of here too.
Yeah? Not my problem.
Oh, nice. It's a co-op prison break game?
Well, you can trace
pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
It's pitch black. We need a light.
Screw it. I'll go first.
Oh, crap! You okay? You have a problem?
Yeah, I got a problem with you.
I love you, buddy.
Vincent, what are you doing here?
She's my daughter, too. See? Problem solved.
Come on, Leo!
Oh, shit.
Dude. This looks rad, man.
That looks awesome.
Hey, my name is Joseph Fares, and I'm the
He's gonna be
writer
pumped,
director
like, being able to
of
like
A Way
show
Out.
everyone his game.
I'm so excited to be here and show you the game. So, after I finished Brothers, I wanted to make another game that pushed the boundaries on how to tell stories without compromising on gameplay. And this is the reason why I started Hazelight Studios together with the team behind Brothers. And working with EA's originals was perfect for this, because we have the full creative freedom and trust from EA to deliver the game we truly believe in. And that is very important for Hazelight, let me tell you that. So, the idea for A Way Out came to me when me and a friend trying to find a co-op game that wasn't just a drop-in, drop-out experience. I wanted to play a game where the characters had unique personalities and goals. A game where me and a friend can embark on an emotional journey together. And this is exactly what A Way Out is. The game is designed for split-screen co-op only, and I mean only.
Oh, weird.
So you will be able to play it online, but to get the full experience and feel, we want you and your friend to play
So
it
couch
in your
co-op is
couch.
back.
And
Wait,
gameplay-wise,
he said it was designed only for split screen, but then he said you
yeah,
would be able to
couch,
play it
nice,
online?
right? Action.
He said it's
Finally.
designed for
Yeah.
couch, but you'll be able to play it online.
What was I going to say? Yeah, let me tell you. Okay, wait, it's coming to me. Come on. Gameplay-wise, it's going to be crazy. There's going to be a huge amount of variation. Like,
Whatever. This guy's enthusiasm's
I mean, not
awesome,
everything,
dude.
but a lot of stuff. There's going to be exploration, driving, action. Also, you won't get tired of this game. I'm telling you.
Never.
So, but let me tell you this. After you finish playing A Way Out, I will tell you, you will play a co-op game like never before. I know, I mean, I can guarantee that. I know I sound very cocky, but I can't help it because it's true. I'm so pumped up, it's crazy. You don't know, I love
this
game.
guy.
I'm telling you, it's like,
Dude,
it's gonna kick ass. It's gonna kick ass. So
He's
right
great.
now,
Just,
I will show you a gameplay
buddy, don't
video.
No Man's Sky
I'm
us,
gonna show
okay?
you just a small part of the game,
One
but
request.
still, you're gonna get blown away.
Don't be that
and
guy.
I also want to say that I'm so proud and happy to be part of this industry. It's crazy how fun it is to be here and do these games. It's so much fun. And also, one last thing. I want to say hello to my Hazelight team
Shout out
watching
to my
live
mom.
from Sweden. Thank you. Goodbye. Hop shaky. Boom. Come on.
So good. That guy's awesome, man.
I love that guy. He's
That
so
game
just like
actually-
genuinely excited. He didn't feel like he was showboating for it. He was just like, yeah, let's do this.
Like, dude, I finally get to show off my game, and this game looks great,
Which
dude.
means you have to play the game with a friend, either online or on your couch. The game starts in a prison. You play as Vincent and Leo. You and a friend will get to know your characters and unfold their story
Oh,
together.
know anything about me, man? Maybe not.
That...
But Harvey killed someone very close to me. With or without you, I'm going after him.
Let me show you some of the scenarios in the game. On the right side, you see Leo was already in prison. On the left, you see Vincent, who just arrived. Now if you look to the right again, you can see that Leo can be controlled, while Vincent is in
really
a cutscene.
Cool. Playing like two different games at
Here's
once.
another
kind
one.
of
Vincent
two
and
storylines.
Leo are now in the laundry room. Your goal is to smuggle sheets using a laundry cart. You can approach the scenario in different ways. Either get the cart with Vincent.
No, I got a good pack right here. I think it's got your name on it. It's broken. I don't know.
Or with Leo.
Get over here, you idiot! Yeah, but I think those two guys are just about to fight.
What the?
What? Who's him?
Perfect.
In A Way Out, you will experience something new all the time. Everything you do in the game is unique for that
so
scene.
cool.
We want you and
Yeah,
your
man.
friend to be
I like
focused
how
and
the
engaged throughout the entire
divider
story.
sort of actually
but let me
changes
tell you,
depending on the
this
action.
is just the beginning of what you will be experiencing in A Way Out.
Get him! Run, run, run! Relax, man. I got this.
So less than a year out. That's cool.
Yeah, man. The game looks super awesome.
I know, me again.
I'm excited. Like, I know couch co-op,
Thank you, Joseph.
it can
That
be
game
limiting,
is absolutely
but
stunning, and I can't wait for you guys
when
to
it
get your hands on it.
works, it's so good.
Now let's switch
Yeah, that
gears
game
for
also
just a
seems like
minute.
it's
great
like
to be here showing
actually
you the
designed
games
around
play
it,
this
considering you can do like
But at the
you can
same
be playing
time,
sort
you're
of two different
inspired
like
to look farther ahead.
storylines at once and then come
Creative
together. That's really
ideas
cool.
combined with new technologies become an unstoppable force. We have teams today taking technologies that are changing the world and using them to change the way we play. These are the futurists, the incubators, our talented artists, designers, and engineers within our studios, our Frostbite team, our digital platform team, and a new research division called Seed. What motivates me every day is the responsibility we have to push our industry forward. That's one reason we created this new division. Seed is a small, stealthy team that I work with on a daily basis, exploring some of our most visionary concepts, like deep learning or neural networks, creating a world for you to define, to interact with, and share as you wish, or virtual humans with deeply sophisticated artificial intelligence. So instead of one main character shared by millions, we can have millions of main characters shaped by you. That's just the beginning of how we can blur reality and the digital world. Go anywhere, share your discoveries, be anyone.
Invest in anyone else.
The games become yours.
What's that?
Now, what we know today is that interactive entertainment will change more in the next 5 years than it has in the last 45. Together, we are building that future, one that disrupts, empowers, and is full of play. And to do that, we also need innovative new platform technology. So when we were thrilled when we got our first Project Scorpio dev kits from Microsoft, 6 teraflops,
6 teraflops.
and 4K graphical fidelity. Now these Madden NFL 18 visuals are just a taste of what can be accomplished combining Frostbite with Project Scorpio. And already we are creating the most detailed, high-resolution environments you've ever seen on a console.
Give us Star Wars.
Madden looks absolutely stunning. But as game makers, awesome graphics and effects are just the beginning.
You know they'll put it last because they know we're all waiting for it.
Project
I think it's
Scorpio
going to
is
be.
a powerful
I don't
platform
think it's
that's
going to be
coming
last. I
at
think
the right
Dylan's
time.
going to be last.
Oh,
Now,
you make a good point.
I have one more thing before
So Star
I
Wars
go.
should be coming up, and then
New
Dylan,
IP
and then
is one of the purest forms of innovation
for it.
in our industry. A brand new
I
idea
wish.
combined with the latest tech and a vision for something extraordinary. The next game will push every boundary for you. It is vast, dangerous, beautiful, and unexpected. So this is just the first tease that we're showing you today. Then we will have so much more in the Microsoft press conference tomorrow, so don't miss that. But for now, here's the first glimpse of our brand new
it's
IP
Dylan!
from
Yes!
BioWare.
What's it called? I guess we'll find out at the end.
The wall. It's our armor. It protects us from what lies beyond. But out there, you either live with the choices you make, or die trying to change them. The story doesn't end here.
But the trailer does.
It's just the beginning.
Well,
Still, I'm interested. You know,
Yeah.
apparently you have to wait for Xbox to actually find out more about what it is, but I guess we can start calling it Anthem
I'm
now.
Sean O'Brien.
They're going to do a
and I'm
gameplay
here
reveal.
today
That's great,
to
man.
share the latest about NBA Live 18 with you. But instead of talking about it, I'd like to show you.
Please show us NBA.
We've spent the last 2 years completely overhauling virtually every aspect of gameplay. Now we're going to go outside to a hands-on station out in FanFest so you can check out some of those improvements. And then we're going to come back in here and give you more details about how NBA Live 18 introduces an entirely new way to play a basketball.
So are we just going to start calling Anthem
the one.
Attack on Titanfall for now?
Gibbs, Connor, over to you.
Attack on Titan.
Thank you, Sean. You look fantastic. Every single time I see you, we are here out at FanFest, EA Play. I want to see everyone on social. Use that hashtag EA Play. Tell me what games you're excited to see. I am telling you right now, I am excited to see a first look at NBA Live 18, and no one better in the business than my guy right here, creative director Connor Dugan. Connor, let's take first look, NBA Live 18.
Yeah, what's up? I mean, I'm super excited that people finally get to get their hands on NBA Live. We're going to take a look at a replay we just got. Q and I were playing. I'm controlling LeBron. Q's controlling KD.
God, this guy's so controlling.
All these angles in here. I want to see the sweat.
All right, so what we're looking at here is
Thanks
I'm
for the
using my
giggle.
right stick dribble
I
control.
appreciate that. I like the pity giggle.
Any combination of moves I want. So I can go behind the back, between the legs.
It's more entertaining than the NBA games today.
KD or Q cuts me off with a flick of his left stick, and then I try to go back at him again. This time I'm going to go middle, but Q's late. He doesn't hit his left stick. He misses a timing window, and now I have an open lane to the hoop. So we see Zaza coming over.
Tell me he finishes strong.
He does
Tell me he finishes strong.
I use my right stick to finish with the left hand, as you can see here, right over top of Zaza.
Man, I feel like they're highlighting replay technology, but
there we have it.
like we've had this sort of tech for so long that I don't care.
Yeah, like I said, sports games have a tough job.
First look at NBA Live 18.
They have to market themselves as a new thing every single year.
Thanks, fellas. Yeah. Thank you. We're excited for all of you to get your hands on NBA Live 18. And everyone will have an opportunity to do so through a free demo coming in August. Now, this demo will give everyone the chance to start the one and be introduced to this new basketball world. Jumpstart your own legacy through solo, co-op, and multiplayer experiences and carry all of your progress over to the full game. Now, let's take a look at the one.
The fact that it's going to have a demo is cool, at least. I gotta give credit. Not nearly
NBA
enough games
Live
these days
18
do
is
demos,
an
so
all-new way
when
to
one
pursue
does a
your
demo,
legacy. Centered on
that's
you,
great.
your journey is defined by the choices you make.
I agree.
Welcome
I
to the
will
one.
I will applaud from it
The one
while I don't download
unleashes
it.
the freedom to play how and with whom you want. Here, the respect you earn on the streets matters just as much as the rings you earn in the league. Rise through the ranks in the league, an authentic NBA experience where you dominate the hardwood on your way to winning championships. But the new NBA Live goes beyond the league, taking you into the streets, where the rules and how you earn respect are different. Team up with friends to take down NBA legends at historic courts like Venice Beach. Throughout your journey, your on-court performance leads to increased skills.
Dude, they're doing loot.
As your hype builds in both the
They're doing
streets
tiered loot in an
and the
NBA
league.
game.
From Venice to Rucker Park and everywhere in between. Join the community with 5-on-5 pickup games at iconic, real-world courts. Hit the Drew League and continue to build your legacy in the Pro-Am Tour. Earn the right to go head-to-head with the very best and show off your signature style. From East Coast to West Coast, from the streets to the league, everything you do matters. Your legacy is defined by you and how you choose to play. This is your world. It's time for you to be the one.
They did it.
They made the sports.
Star Wars time.
I got realness, I just push nothing's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I got dark, I got evil that rot inside my DNA. I got off, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA. I just win again, then win again, like Wimbledon I serve. Yeah, that's him again, the sound that engine in is like a bird. You see fireworks and Corvette tires skirt the boulevard. I know how you work, I know
I want to be able to like run up and like grab all of the clothes that the other players discarded when they were warming up and then like run off with them.
fucking free wardrobe.
Thanks, guys. And thanks to all of the teams here sharing games today. And a special thanks to Joseph and Hazelight.
Yeah.
How about that for some passion?
Someone had some. It was good.
Now, we've got a massive finale coming up here in just a moment. 30 minutes of pure, unadulterated Star Wars. But before we get there, I wanted to pause for just a moment. Last week, we did something pretty amazing together. We held our annual EA Play to Give campaign, celebrating the importance of inclusion and play in our communities and in life. We partnered with 3 outstanding charities, the United Nations He for She, and anti-bullying organizations, the Pacer Center and Ditch the Label. No? Okay. We donated $1 million to these 3 great organizations in support of building a more inclusive world. And here's where play comes in. All of you, our millions of players out there, joined us in support of inclusion. You came out in play in 9 in-game challenges. And by coming together, we are showing the world what a positive force that games can be. And to thank you for that, we're opening ways for you to play a bunch of great games for free. Starting today for the rest of the week, Origin Access, as well as the Vault and EA Access, are free.
Hey, that's nice.
For
I already have a
PlayStation 4
subscription.
players, we'll also have a bunch of free trials running all week.
Play.
We're talking FIFA,
I got one
Madden,
for Mass Effect
PvZ
Andromeda. I
Garden
just forgot to
Warfare
cancel
2,
it.
Star Wars Battlefront, and
Oh,
much
yeah.
more. So jump in, bring your friends,
Did
have
you-
fun
did
with
you
some
play
great
Mass
games
Effect
this
Andromeda?
week while you're getting
We don't
ready
need to
and
talk about that
excited
right now.
for what's to come. Now, without further ado, we bring
Yes,
you Star
finally!
Wars Battlefront 2.
All right, let's see it. Show me the good stuff. Hey, it's John Boy.
That doesn't look like a real tweet.
So I'm gonna guess the answer to this is yes, which is the best. Hey, Stormtrooper. I'm all about this. They're speaking to me with their cosplay.
Hey, what's up? Hi.
Hello.
Reporting for
Uh-oh.
duty, ma'am.
It's a cool dress, man.
I'm Janina Gavankar, and I play Commander Iden Versio, leader of the Inferno Squad in Star Wars Battlefront 2.
You may now applaud.
I'm also an advocate for in-depth cinema caliber story in games.
The way she's presenting herself is making me feel weird.
That tweet from John Boyega was like the tweet heard around
Like, I don't
the
know if I
world.
should,
It
like,
spoke for
kneel or
all
leave the
of us.
room.
I'm intimidated right now, right?
Star Wars story.
I think you're supposed
we
to
don't
be.
wanna just
I think
relive
she's
the
badassing
movies. We've
you.
watched them a
Do you want her to
million
step on
times.
you?
What we want to do is have a new and authentic, untold story. A story that delivers new perspectives and enables us to play as some of our favorite Star Wars characters while also introducing new ones. And just like Rogue One tells an essential Star Wars story ahead of A New Hope, Star Wars Battlefront 2 will tell a new Star Wars story that helps bridge the gap between Return of the Jedi and The Force
Dude,
Awakens.
fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's good. But EA didn't just stop there. We loved the previous Battlefront of 2015, but we wanted more. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is much bigger than the previous title, with more than 3 times the content of the first game. Yeah. Now, I'm all about that couch co-op, and they're bringing it back with the return of Skirmish, so I'm going to be cuddling up with someone playing me some Battlefront 2. In multiplayer, there are more heroes, more vehicles, more planets. I've been to some of them. More space battles and starfighter assault, and deeper progression
Is she just
and
in character? Is she
customization
fully in
as
character?
well as
I
content from
feel,
across
I don't know, man. I'm a
all
little uncomfortable.
eras. But, as we know, Star Wars is not just some checklist of great features. How does Battlefront 2 play? The team at DICE in Stockholm has some of the most talented multiplayer designers in the world, and they've been working with the EA Game Changers to make sure Star Wars Battlefront 2 has the multiplayer we're all looking for. These Game Changers, they basically get like tapped on the shoulder because they're the best Battlefront players in the world, and then they get secretly flown out to Stockholm. As long as they provide valuable feedback, they get an early look at the game. Sounds like an awesome program, and if I didn't suck at multiplayer, maybe I'd get an invite. That's true. So let's hear more from them about their time at DICE.
After the release of Star Wars Battlefront 1, the community thought there should have been more. And the good news is this, the developers have been listening.
Honestly,
really
I actually like this acknowledgement they have that like people weren't happy. Right? We get it.
The clean UI
we fixed it.
Yeah,
there's still time to change something.
They
if
at
it's
least
not
bullet pointed the biggest problem. They bullet pointed the content, no single player campaign, multiplayer progression.
God. My first
And
impression with
those
the
were,
game
like, the
is
problems with the game that I had.
all
And
three
a lot
eras
of people
are going to be in the game.
I mean, I never really had a problem with how it played or how it
We've got a
looked
whole
or
bunch of
anything
new
like that.
features. One of the biggest ones
No,
that a
it's
lot of fans are
beautiful.
excited about is the class system.
And the gameplay
They
was
split
great.
the
There just
characters up into different classes.
wasn't
They
enough
have
stuff.
different weapons,
Yeah,
special abilities that you can
There was
customize.
some, there
It
was some
affects your
things
health.
like
It
the way
affects
the
how you
power-ups
are going
were
to support your
distributed,
team.
which I
There's
didn't
going to
like,
be
but
more
they changed that
content.
too.
You're going to have to get used to a lot of new different techniques and how to play.
The gunplay and the weapons have completely been redone compared to the first Battlefront. Now there is a lengthened skill gap in it.
It feels a lot better and go, oh, okay, this gun feels kind of more real, less floaty.
Which is your favorite hero so far?
We're introducing a system called Battle Points, which will allow you to become not only heroes, but other things on the battlefield.
As you're helping your team play the objective, you gain these points.
There's such a plethora of things to spend it on, vehicles, or even coming in as a hero.
And the coolest thing, I think, is the level of customization, not just from a weapon standpoint, but the actual character's own abilities.
Collaborating with the Game Changers is always a really great working environment when you're trying to figure things out.
I mean,
Do
to
you
know
think
that
you can
you're
get a level
giving key
inside of
feedback to make it a
TomTom?
better experience for everybody, it's like putting your footprint out there and saying, look, I'm part of this.
Maybe they can just do like a whole inner space thing.
Everyone ready?
So I'm going to participate in making the trailer. It's a whole different level of fantasy.
All right, recording.
So 3, 2, 1. And now, on behalf of the EA Game Changers and DICE, this is the world premiere of Star Wars Battlefront 2
All right.
multiplayer
Hey.
gameplay.
Hey, let's go now. It's Naboo. Okay, we're in. So those robots, those droids are.
I'm sorry, Adam. Did you just call them robots?
They're broken. I mean, are you gonna get to play as a Gungan? Is Jar Jar Binks a hero in this map?
Maybe you just in one level see him by a fountain juggling for kids.
His head's fucking tongue stuck in his finger. Operate. No Gungans, man. Damn, this looks great.
Oh, wait. We're coming up on the Star Destroyer, but we need to clear that escort. Let's give him everything we got.
Badass. That's that lady.
Your next assignments, they are unusual.
Yoda, Darth Maul, Wookiees, Kylo Ren versus Rey. I watched that thing like 20 times backstage with my mom before this even started. My mom's here. Yes, it's a big day for me. I'm sorry. So
see, now she seems way more normal.
Yeah, she broke her character a little bit. Good for her. She's happy.
Okay, so we have
I'm
even
less
more
scared.
exciting things for
Less
you. In
intimidated,
just a
yep.
moment, YouTube personality iJustine, shoutcaster Alex Goldenboy Mendez, and DICE developer Paul Kesslin will showcase Assault on Theed, the world premiere of Star Wars Battlefront 2's multiplayer. Yep. We've got 39 game changers ready to go, head-to-head in a 20 versus 20 match, Battle on Theed, and I'm going to take the 40th
Okay.
slot. We'll see. Okay, but you're not going to want to miss this because, like, maybe you've seen some teasers, but this is the real thing, okay? All the bells and whistles, all the newness. But before we take you there, another big Star Wars Battlefront fan has some exciting news.
Hey.
Hi guys, it's John Boyega here. Thought I wasn't going to turn up. Yes, I was. But I'm sorry I can't be there
Stop
with
pretending
you
you're
because,
British.
I'm doing a play in London. But I do
great
have some
British
great
accents, yeah.
news. Obviously, you know
It
I'm a massive
weirds me
fan of
out
Star Wars
anytime I
Battlefront
hear
1,
someone
and now we're going
actually
into
has
the
a
next
different
chapter
accent than I
with
see them
Star
in
Wars
movies.
Battlefront 2.
Right.
I'm very, very excited to share this news with you. We've seen Yoda, we've seen Luke, we've seen all the other characters, but where's Finn? Finn will definitely be a part of Star Wars Battlefront 2 alongside with Captain Phasma as part of the first season of free content.
Oh, free content.
And
that's good.
There's more. On top of that, we also get to play on the new planet Crate that you saw on the Last Jedi teaser trailer in April. So this is going to be an exciting time. I'm going to be playing. If you see Finn running around whooping some ass, it's me. So I'm getting ready, getting set for you guys to play with me on Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I'm excited. Let's play.
Yeah, I think they said they're moving away from the season
Okay,
pass
but did you
model
listen?
on this one.
Finn and Phasma
Well, that was
are
a
headed to Star Wars Battlefront
huge
2
problem
this
with the first
holiday,
one, the cost
and
of
it
it.
will be free. Yes. The team at DICE heard our feedback loud and clear on the previous Battlefront and are committed to keeping this community together with themed seasons of content post-launch for all players at no additional charge.
That's awesome. I think they learned a lot from Titanfall 2, hopefully.
So,
yeah.
the first
Since they sent
season,
that out to die.
inspired by Star Wars The Last Jedi, is only the beginning of the additional content coming to this game. All post-launch heroes, maps, weapons, and vehicles will be free for everyone who
fantastic.
owns Star Wars
Yeah, dude.
Battlefront 2.
Which then makes you wonder what their
Yes.
post-release revenue model is
And
going to be.
yesterday, EA announced that players who
Probably
pre-order will
skins
get
and-
early access to multiplayer beta
Yeah.
and Yoda's epic lightsaber mastery star card. So, let us recap. New essential Star Wars story. Multiplayer across all 3 Star Wars eras, space battles, split-screen co-op, and free content that will keep us playing together for years to come. Yes, right? Yes. Yes. I am so honored to be just a tiny little part of this team making this amazing game. I can't believe they let me do this today. And I can't wait to play the game in its entirety in November. And I get to start right now. So I'm going to go pick up my controller, and I'm going to throw it over to iJustine and Golden Boy and Paul to take us to Assault on Theed, the world premiere of Star Wars Battlefront 2's multiplayer.
Thanks so much. Hey guys, welcome to the
What's up,
world premiere of
Justine?
Star Wars Battlefront 2's multiplayer gameplay, Assault on Theed.
Was she
We're ready to
commentating?
show you guys the live gameplay for the first time. I'm your host, iJustine, and
Hold
with me
on.
here today,
See if you can
we've
find
got
Bernie.
Golden Boy and Paul Kesslin, producer from DICE. What have we got going on here today, guys?
We got a lot going on today.
Jack?
First of all, what we're going to see today is a 3-stage mode. It's our new gameplay.
think that's
We'll
Jack.
be
No,
showing
it's not Jack.
we'll be showing people going. The droids are attacking Theed. They'll be going all the way up the main pathway towards the Royal Palace. They need to escort the MTT tank. From there, if we progress to stage 2, the droids need to try to bypass security, make their way into the palace itself. If they're successful, they'll be able to take on the throne room, and there the droids will ideally try to capture that from the clone army. Unfortunately, the clone army's still there, needs to try to push them out and make that last stand.
Can we just take a moment here and appreciate the fact that we get to be droids in Star Wars? This is going to be awesome.
I can't wait. Are you guys excited? Man, you guys got to come alive over here because we're going to see some great gameplay. We have some great game changers who are going to be
Last year I would have just looked for him in the Snoop Dogg smoke, but this year I don't know what marker to use.
Yeah, no, it's been super exciting, and we got a chance to play
Didn't
yesterday,
invite Zac
and it's
Efron and
just
Snoop
really
Dogg
fun
back.
to sort of get into this environment. You know, it's something that we've seen in the movies, but we're actually in the gameplay, and with somebody here who has actually worked on the game. So let's talk more about what we're seeing here and getting into this, because there's three phases.
He's actually shooting at something.
So currently, we're in phase 1.
That's right.
Oh, dude, they're cutting the players now.
You saw one of them pop
It's
up
your
just
time
a
to
little
see
while.
Bernie.
It was VF Updates, Pool Shark, Mooselk. We also have my boy Darkness, a.k.a. Dankness. He will be playing as well.
Showing
We
NBA?
have Westy, Master G,
right now?
Star Wars HQ, and some NBA Live. Just cut. Why not? You know, just do your thing. But anyway, here you go. So, Star Wars Battlefront 2, folks. Now, this is awesome because essentially phase 1, you get to escort an MTT
One poor player was
down
stuck playing NBA.
the street of feed here, and the pressure is on for the clones. They have to hold back the assault here, Paul.
They do, definitely. The droids are sitting there trying to escort that MTT up the main pathway. If they're successful, we go on to that phase 2. But right now, what we're seeing is some specialist gameplay from, I think, Battlefront updates.
Yeah, let's actually talk about the specialists, and also
Man, this game looks so sharp.
Here. This class in particular that Massive G is using.
It really is
the heavy
beautiful.
Class.
The first one was as well.
Sniper, right?
Well,
yeah, no, the first one's
The
great.
heavy class is great. They got a bit more health than your average
Yeah, yeah.
trooper. They're also able to pop that combat shield, try to push into areas. So you can see those guys as
and they're
pushers
so
or
pretty.
defenders in some areas. But it looks like we got
One thing
one of
about
our
the
Vulture
first
droids
game
right
that really
now.
stood out
Not
to
sure
me
who's
was the
flying this guy,
animations,
but
especially
these guys are
like,
great at
as
air-to-air,
characters
trying to
died,
take out those other
like their
ships that
death
might be coming in.
animations were so
the
natural and
M1
awesome.
Starfighter. Otherwise, they're there
So someone in chat was asking when the Microsoft one is. That's tomorrow afternoon, and we'll be covering that one as well. We'll have a little bit more sophisticated setup starting tomorrow.
We also do have the air support, but we also have ground support as well.
We do.
Less
we do.
beard, more
so
tech.
another thing that those air vehicles are great at is trying to take out some of the ground vehicles that you may see.
And we'll also,
the droid army has the AAT tank, something that's really great at troop
Ryan's
suppression.
traveling in, Gus is traveling in, Mika's traveling in. Bernie's at this EA event today, but he'll be here tomorrow, so we'll have more folks to make corny jokes at the presenters, which is always fun.
Come through for some great great bombing runs, really, and eliminate as many people as you possibly can. And also, you put the presence of an air vehicle out there. Players will fear the skies, and they will, look for cover in this map.
This is running
It's already
like
difficult to find cover to begin
amazingly.
with in this phase.
So someone also asked when PlayStation press conference is. That one is on Monday. Monday evening, if I recall correctly, and we'll be doing that one as well. So on the channel, we've got a bunch of scheduled live streams, and we've got a whole playlist actually of all the E3 streams. And so if you want to, you can turn notifications on, so then that way we'll tell you when the stream goes
I think the
live.
assault class is yes, absolutely. It's something that is, that's painful. The assault class is something that a lot of players will be able to jump right into. They're your frontline flanker attacker. I think they're going to be fairly easy. You can get right in and just start having your typical run and gun action. Their signature ability, you see here at the top of the screen, your number 2 ability, that switches you over to a shotgun. You get a little bit faster, and you're able to really get in there and kind of break through those front lines.
Oh, I love it. I love using
Someone asking
shotgun,
Bethesda
man. It is so
tomorrow
good.
night,
And it's
also
actually,
stream.
when I first used it, it really caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting
That
it.
one's late.
And I said, wait a minute.
Just to let you know.
Destroy people.
It's
So
9
I just
p.m.
charged into the
Pacific.
room and just
Bethesda's tomorrow at 9 p.m. Pacific.
to play with.
Crazy,
We've
right?
also seen some
Oh my
great
God.
dogfighting here between the clones and the separatists. This is certainly what a lot of folks love in Star Wars, and just really in any game that DICE makes, right? They just always do a good job with the air combat. He's really trying to track him down. This Vulture's
not
really
having much luck.
No,
yeah, that
it's
Vulture
tough for
cannot
him.
shake him.
Oh, so we got Star Wars HQ here. He's playing the assault class again, and you saw here that he has the signature thermal detonator that he'll be able to kind of suppress some of those guys with as he rushes in.
And there are different weapons as well. Like one of the guns that I would oftentimes use was the semi-automatic gun. It fired a lot
tank
slower,
looks
but you
awesome.
can get some great shots with it. And then there's also this
So
nice
someone asked if we're doing the
SMG
PC
style,
gaming show. That one we
blaster
are
that
not,
really
because
shreds
we're going to be
people in
getting
close
set up
range.
for the main stream for the day, and it happens quite early in the morning.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we will
AAT
miss that
tank
one.
action here,
Sorry.
and this is
When's
that
the
doing what it
PC
does
gaming
best,
show?
is suppressing that
It's
point,
like
trying to keep those
9 or
clones out
10
of
in
the
the
way.
morning.
They're trying to make their way
On-
forward as the objective continues to march down. He has to get away
I
from
want to
that.
say Monday, yeah.
Is he trying to flank the tank? That's not smart.
I don't know, man. maybe he will. Maybe
Oh, you saw a little
make it
combat roll there. Got to give you some escape options in case you get into some hairy action.
Uh-oh, we didn't get to see this one before. Finally,
Oh,
tell
we
us about
haven't.
Some ATRTs, yes. So these are great for taking out those AATs. So these guys are a little quick. They have an ion charge ability.
Man, there is
that way
a
they'll be
lot
able
of
to do
vehicles
bit
in
more
just this
extra
one map.
damage
Like
against
a lot
the
of
tanks should they see it. So
lot
you
of
can
flying, a lot
imagine
of ground
like 3 or 4 of
vehicles.
these on the battlefield,
There's a lot
really
going
rushing
on.
around points. Look at this. He's just
Can you
making
stop
his way
someone
through.
out?
That is
What
part
can-
of the
what
problem
can you
of
do
these games
this?
for
Can
me
You
is
can run
that
someone over if you want.
as a
Oh,
solo
I was
player,
actually
like
gonna
I
say,
run
could
around,
I
there's
get
shit
shot
shooting
off
me
of
from
it if
every
I'm on
angle.
top of it because my
but
body's
it's just
like,
it's the nature of the
that
beast.
was that question
But
was
I do
answered,
like it.
You know,
Almost
instantly.
immediately.
Yeah, almost immediately. Oh man. So Mr. Musel here, you know, look for this guy to be on a tear a little bit later as well. And also, I did want to highlight, we had an officer, as a matter of fact, right in front of Star
We
Wars
did, one of
HQ
my
there.
favorite classes.
What is it about the officer that makes it so unique?
I mean, my Twitch skills aren't where they used to be. I'm
Fair.
a bit slower nowadays, but I'm able to really buff up my class, or buff up my teammates, try to let them get some extra health, let them push through the points faster. And ooh,
What happened there?
finally some good dogfighting going in there.
Okay,
So
all right. And one
great about,
starfighter.
what's great about some of these starfighters is these are accessed through our new battle point system. So instead of finding a pickup token on the map like we used to in the last game, you're now able to, depending on how well you do, whether you're scoring points via kills, via team play assists, or you're playing the objective like we really want players to do, you're earning points continuously that will allow you to spend those on whether it be a special character, whether it be a vehicle, or even a hero.
That's a good change.
And
I mean,
points that
that was a
unlock
huge problem
all
last time.
those
People
All
just
those
can't
things,
spawn
definitely.
points
And
for
also
heroes, and
something
you never
to
get
look
to
out
use
for,
one.
too. When we get into phase 2, that's when battle points are really going to play a role there,
I
right?
mean,
can only imagine.
right now, definitely you see a lot more. It's an open space. You have time for this air combat, there's some vehicle gameplay.
So,
but once we get inside,
I
it's
guess
gonna be a
what this
different
is basically like the conference is
Things
the
are,
conference
definitely
is
heating up.
over
But what
now,
is this happening,
and
right?
so
This is
they're
a
just
lockdown.
onto showing
Shake 'em
the
out.
Battlefront gameplay, and I
Yeah,
think
they
they
better
said
enjoy their,
this
air
is
combat
like
here,
30
because
minutes
that's
or
not
so
gonna
of the
be happening
multiplayer,
for much longer.
which
Matt
means
G is just destroying him.
we
Oh,
didn't
oh,
see
he got
Visceral's
picked off.
project.
Nice job.
Again,
with him.
this
I mean,
is
he's
like-
doing what he needed to do, support his team, right? It's
This is like
combined
the
arms
white
fire. You wanna make
whale
sure that
of
somebody's trying to cover you from the air.
projects.
Wait,
We've
say
been
that again.
hearing,
I
like
lost you for a
rumors
second.
and
You can see
whispers
after
about it
every
for
respawn as
years
well,
at this
you get
point,
those,
and
points
they
are
gotta
earned.
get
That's right.
like they gotta get it out at some point,
Got
right? Their
some,
license is
specialist
only for 10
gameplay
years.
here as well. Maybe
Oh, the
take
visceral
off a
one you
couple
said?
faces, perhaps. That
And
would
so
be
in
Yeah,
the
I
specialist
mean,
class, you can also
they wouldn't have announced 2 Star
play
Wars games at once, I
different
don't
types of
think.
traps
But
as
Yeah,
well.
absolutely.
next year,
So
when
they have
there's
access to
not a
trip
Battlefront in
lines,
the
so if you wanna
pipeline,
sit
I
there and
bet
you
you will
wanna
get
be
it there.
a true sniper character, you set up
I
some
mean,
Yeah,
they need to keep
that's
that.
true.
yourself, make sure
They need to
nobody
keep the
can
Star Wars
flank
hype
you.
going
But really,
because there's still Star Wars
some
games
of that
going.
cover
So
fire for your
I'm assuming we're gonna get a
range,
Star Wars game
and it's
every
especially
year.
potent
It would
Of
make
some
sense.
sort.
So this
It's
year
such a big open
Battlefront,
area,
next
so
year
that special should really shine
something.
in phase 1.
Yeah. Although no, I'm with you. Like, I really want to see
bombing
that.
runs here and just absolutely tearing them up. I have to say, man, Musok is killing it in this world.
Again, he's doing great. Oh, and we see
Were
there.
you
one of the
surprised by
officer
anything so
classes
far?
Right next to one of the clones.
Not enormously. I mean, I'm interested and kind of curious
Support your team,
to learn more about Attack on.
to be able to have
Mm-hmm.
at least one
I'm
officer available. because
also interested in that one because they say that we're going to be seeing it at the Microsoft
they really help
conference.
push,
So I
you know,
wonder
when those heavies are trying to drive towards the point,
Microsoft and
you
EA
got your
made a
officer
deal
behind
and
you,
Microsoft
giving
is
you
going
some
to
extra
treat
help,
this
making sure that you're
essentially
not
as their
still able to
destiny
keep
because
that push.
so many
On the
people
opposite side, if you're
prioritize
one of the droids,
PlayStation
you need to lock down
for
the
Destiny,
the officers
and I
that
know
go to that turret
Microsoft
that
is
they can
looking
place on the
to
ground,
get some of
and
that
they'll
ground
give a
back.
little bit more fire support for that area.
I'm hoping it's on PC because I do not want to play the console again.
He's really focused on the bombing runs, right?
But
He's
yeah,
not
I'm with you.
trying
The game looks
to
awesome. I mean,
go into combat
at least from the very little bit we
who's out
saw.
there. There's darkness.
They need to just like get going and show us burning.
Everyone up here, maybe he can get a couple.
He just went into siege mode.
Yeah, this is happening.
Oh yeah,
really
so
soon.
tell us about the siege mode. What,
Sure, so
how does this play out?
In siege mode, for a limited
Also,
time, you're able to just blow up.
Adam, I'm sorry you didn't get
huge
Skate
area
4.
effect shots. You lock down your
What's
position,
that?
but you're
I'm
able
sorry
to have
you
a lot
didn't
more
get Skate
firepower.
4, buddy.
We also just saw the
I know,
B2
man.
super battle droid there as
You
well.
know,
That's something you
the
can get
Another
with
one of my
Battlefront as
favorites.
EA
well.
guy,
my
Daniel
favorites.
Lincoln, tweeted out
Yeah, you can
hashtag
grab those guys via the battle
a
points
while
system.
ago. And I
Those
guess he
guys
was lying.
great at push
What a
points
jerk.
anyway. They have high health, a lot of rapid
I
fire.
wonder when the publishers are going to have to start seeding their own fake leaks so people stop paying attention to leaks.
Phase 2.
Dude,
This is
I
when the
think
action
fake leaks are already
really
like a
begins to pick
thing.
up here because it gets
Oh,
really
I'm
tight
sure they
inside
are.
of that building, and
Like
players
that
need to be
one
mindful of that.
Wild
And look
West
for this
MMO, there's
V2
no chance
to
that that
just
was like
shred through
an
everyone,
unintentional
especially
thing.
with
It
that
generated
cooling
so much
ability
good
that
press
he
for
has.
that.
It did, in fact. They were going to kickstart the game, and they ended up
He's
just
gonna make a huge
getting
difference
funding
against
for
the
it.
fighters inside.
Right, they were like,
There's
oh
gonna be
wait, now
narrow
everyone
pathways.
wants
He's going to be able to just shred as
Good.
soon as
How
everybody
amazing
gets
would
off
it
the way.
be if you could
One
get someone
picture.
to
Those narrow
invest
corridors
however
could be
many
trouble.
millions of dollars in your project to develop a game because someone thought your game was something else in a screenshot?
And they're all
Do we thought you were another like,
action.
highly
Here we
sought after
go,
game.
folks.
This is where
Oh,
it
this one's
starts
good enough,
to
I
get
guess. Let's save the
This
rest one.
gets scary.
Darth Maul will excel in phase 2 and phase 3 as you're inside. I mean, he's a great mobile attacker. He's going to sit there with his lightsaber.
Playing Darth Maul.
Oh,
Darth Maul, as you know, is the most badass character in the first movie, or
I mean, some
episode
of his
1.
abilities you can see here, he's got that spin attack. He's able to just rush in and out of combat and just take guys out in the process.
It was funny, I was talking to Muselk earlier, and he was using Darth Maul, and he was saying how there's Boba Fett as well. But he was talking about how he wishes Darth Maul could reflect. I was like, if he could reflect, he'd be too
Oh, I feel like I just heard a Bernie laugh.
This is a good flank. That was a good flank by Boba Fett and Maul.
Do we know who we're watching? No, we don't. Doesn't have a nameplate.
So what role does Boba Fett fill in this battle?
Boba Fett is definitely a hunter-killer. So if the clone army is able to get some of their heroes in play, like this is where Boba Fett will really shine. Is with that jetpack of his, he's able to kind of float above the battlefield, fire off some rockets, and really just take out an individual target.
And so what difference does he have from the last game?
From the last game, we've given him a bit new tricks. He's got a new concussion rocket that will really disorient players completely. He also has this rocket barrage instead of just one rocket.
I'm still waiting to see how this game is about fastball.
Nice. Also, one thing to keep in mind, we saw the B2, here we go, but on the clone side, there are specialist, characters that you can pick up as well. We haven't seen much of it yet, but that would be the clone jump trooper.
That's right.
Very different from the standard like assault class or heavy class. It has the jump jets that you love from Battlefront, the original.
That's right.
People are saying, why Boba Fett? Doesn't it make more sense for Jango? I think that was one of the complaints that people had was they started seeing like mixing of eras of Star Wars where like this game said Boba Fett instead of Jango Fett, even though in the prequels it was Jango Fett. Boba Fett was a kid.
Able to find him on that
Yeah,
one,
but
here
they
comes some officer
are going to go with
gameplay
ones that
good.
people
Finally, somebody
know
needs
more,
support.
and Boba has had a lot more time to get into the brains.
Totally.
We're the linchpin
And
of the team,
I don't know. It's also like
What is his 2 exactly? His 2
I can see both.
abilities
People don't want to
yeah,
like.
exactly. It's that
People want to
healing
see those
ability. Gives you a
genres
little
or those
bit
eras
of buff, for your little over
mixed
health,
together,
but
but at
also
the
gives
same
you back
time,
up.
like
So it's
it's
we
cool
got some
that you
of
could bring
the
Boba
jump
Fett back to
troopers.
the prequel era.
Oh boy, and here we
Maybe
go.
he'll do
It's,
something
get
cool,
ready
not just get
for
eaten.
Phase 3 in just a little bit. There's a jump trooper. We talked
And yes,
about
I
him
know
before.
he's done
Jump
cool
trooper's
stuff
super
in
fun to
the
play.
comics and
But again, you know,
and in
it's
some of the
attached to a
shows
specialist
actually,
now,
but
so not everyone's gonna
it
have
is
equipment,
weird that
although it was
he,
really fun in the original
for
Battlefront.
being such
But
a
I'm gonna be excited to
repeatedly
hop into
badass
Jump
character
I mean, I
was
know people
criminally
love this, people love
underutilized
the
in
jump
that
back.
way.
Oh, now
She
we've got Rey!
just-
Yeah,
Not
totally.
gonna lie, I'm super excited to play as
He
her.
just looked cool as hell.
She's quite a powerful character.
Don't run.
Some of
She
her
got,
abilities.
she got out of that one really,
Don't
really
run.
quickly, but
Oh,
they got her.
the droid fallen by a
Finished
simple
her off.
droid.
No, but
So
Rey
how
has,
does her
Rey has a
mind
crazy-
trick affect enemies?
Absolutely. So Rey's mind trick is something that against all enemies, they'll be confused for a little bit, and your controls will kind of work against you, making you a little bit more vulnerable to attack.
Just so you guys
So
know,
some people are saying that this seems like it's a strong
because
or
there's
strong,
so much
a
going on here,
long
and
demo for an E3 presentation. The reason for that is
I hope so.
I think
But I mean,
technically the
you
press
saw
conference
earlier,
is
so
over,
every time,
and they've
you
now
finish a life,
switched
we'll show you
over.
how
This
many
is now the
battle points you
EA
have. Some
Play
people have
event
enough points to go
where
through
they're
the
doing the
especially this
multiplayer
late in the game. There's a
world
lot more
premiere.
of these
So it was
special
sort of like
classes coming out, a lot
a
more
straight
of these
lead-in, but the press conference itself is actually over, so they don't consider this just a demo anymore. This is like their bonus thing. If you remember last year, Bethesda had. Was it last year?
Laying down fire.
I don't recall. But it was, they had like their whole long thing, and they had way more than just the press conference as part of their stream.
There's
This
so
is
many
sort of
lives left
the
that the
equivalent of that.
Separatists have to their team. They could really run through this. The clones have
I think it's
to start
smart to have
acting fast because
like
if
an
they
extra
cap it,
extended
that will
gameplay
be
look
it.
because
The Separatists
it's
will
like
win
it's sort of like
this
that good
game.
faith thing that they're doing with the rest of the announcements of this game. It's just like, hey, we're fixing all the problems. Also, here's what the game looks like in an extended form. Like here are people playing the game. Like we want you to know that this is a good game.
I understand that. You know, no loyalty.
They're just trying to generate that good faith.
Yeah, I think one of the best things that they can do, especially if they have a lot of confidence in the game's quality, is show people well ahead of time. In not just like a minute clip, but this is like a 30-minute match. And they are switching between a lot of people, but you're still able to get a really good sense of the gameplay from that.
Can't relive Force Awakens again, you know? Like, don't do it.
Darth Maul is just destroying absolutely everything. I mean, is there any tips to like taking him down?
I mean, you want to have a.
Is this the same Darth Maul from the
tip
like
is
the last 10 minutes?
Blasters.
Run away. Maybe run away.
Run away and just shoot the crap out of Darth Maul. Oh, man.
He was our MVP. Look at
Okay, so
Nice
bets
stuff.
are
Good
then
stuff. Congratulations.
that they're gonna do one more match
My
There, man.
goodness. My goodness.
because they did say
You guys,
30
that
minutes.
was it. What did you guys think?
Yeah, I wonder.
Not
Yeah.
bad. I actually,
said that's it, but
I'm
maybe
lying.
not.
It was freaking awesome. I
So
love it.
Tyler Man
It's so good.
3000
It's like,
says that it
I
wasn't a
love the
very impressive
class-based
conference
gameplay personally,
with only one new IP,
because
not
again,
even
you can really get
not
your
even real
squad of
information from the
friends to
teaser.
get together and say, like, hey,
What do you think about that, Adam? Were you impressed by the conference? I was impressed by A Way Out.
Yeah, A Way Out was a nice surprise, especially coming off the guy who made Brothers. Totally
Actually, I think it's just a crash
out of nowhere
montage. I think that's what we're
announcement.
gonna do at this
But I'm sort of with him. Like
I'm down
the
with
majority of
Well, it
those
was
games,
new,
I
so, I mean,
don't
he's
really
sitting
care
there,
about.
get
Like
this
no
many
offense
battle
to
points he can for
FIFA and NBA and to Madden. Although they did like for those sports fans, like they added those cool stories. Like the trailer for Madden looked like a sports movie I would totally watch.
It really did. I won't play it, but I would watch it.
Right, exactly. I mean, I probably still won't play it, but I'm assuming for people that do like Madden and FIFA and NBA, like those are pretty cool announcements. But I can definitely see why someone from the other side of the pond doesn't have any excitement for those. And there's only what 3 other games that they talked about, and pretty much
yeah. So there was let's see, there was the sports titles, Need for Speed, which looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. There was Way Out. There was Anthem.
I was just gushing right now. You know, like
And
the
Battlefront.
game was good, you know, definitely.
That was it,
Looking
right?
at this-
That was awesome.
Yeah,
And
Anthem,
overall,
Battlefront,
I
Need
mean,
for Speed, and
I can't wait to get my hands
and
on it. I can't wait to
A Way
play
Out.
for my
Yeah.
friends.
So I guess that is
Looking
2
at-
new IPs because technically Anthem and A Way Out is also a new IP.
Right.
But it
Looking
is
at this one-
it does say a lot that one of the most impressive things coming out of the
Well, guys, that
conference
was
is
so awesome.
for
Now,
what
if you guys are in LA, you
I
can
don't-
come join us at
I guess
FanFest
it's not an
this
indie
weekend.
title.
And if
I
you
only
come
think of
down
it that
on
way
Monday,
because
we've
it's
got a chance for you guys to
because they
win a
say
trip to
brothers,
Gamescom
and so I
in
immediately start
Germany
thinking
this
of it that way.
August. All you have to
Right.
do is come and play.
Who knows how?
Which is,
It's not indie anymore,
that's not
right?
asking
But
too much.
No,
And
I-
you have to be the best player of your match, and you
from
guys will
from
be
the
entered
perspective of
to
like
win a
games
trip
I'll
to
actually play,
Germany and
I'll probably play
pass
Battlefront,
to
but it's not really
You've been
like
before?
Yeah, I've
you
been
kind of
there
expected them
plenty
to fix
times.
most of these
It's
things,
one
but
of the most
hearing them
ridiculous
reinforce the fact that they are
conventions
fixing
ever.
most
If
of
you
the problems
happen
with
to
the
go,
game
it's
is
insane. It's
definitely
massive.
reassuring. It's hopefully
So
going to be
you're
the
not-
Battlefront game that
if you don't
we
get the
wanted.
trip, you're gonna be really sad if
A
you
Way
do.
Back is
You and
definitely a surprise.
Oh,
It's
you're gonna
definitely a game I want to play.
It's a fun time. Hopefully I'll see you
Anthem
there.
we didn't hear enough
Well,
about,
you guys
so
like
I
Star
don't
Wars
really.
like we do, and you guys want to play as your favorite
I don't know.
heroes
I
and
don't know
villains.
like how to
You guys can
attribute that to
download
this
Star
press
Wars
conference
Galaxy
other
of
than they
Heroes
announced
right
it.
now on
Yeah,
Android
I'm at the very
or
least
iOS. And you can
intrigued and
play
interested
as
to
any of
see
the
what the
iconic
Xbox
characters
conference
you
has
guys
for
saw
it.
today and
Right.
many more. Paul,
So
I also heard that
I hope that game's on
making
PC.
Battlefront
Like,
2,
God, man,
you've been playing a
it
lot
has
of-
to be
lot of,
right
Galaxy of
in this
Heroes.
day and age.
I mean, here's
Maybe
the
not.
thing, Adam. You want all these games on PC, but then you say things like, "This is why I don't bother playing consoles because I have them all on PC."
But it's just, there's just so much Star Wars goodness.
No,
I can't
it's totally
help it.
true.
I gotta pick it up.
I'm just hoping it's not going to be like
I
an
know my
Xbox
brother,
One
he was
exclusive
going
because
nuts about it, so
that'll be
I guess I'll have to make it happen.
Yeah, I was
probably
actually playing, I started playing
a
in
no
December,
for me.
So around the holidays, that's pretty much all I did. It was great.
At Christmas, just
All right, sorry, I'm busy. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us here. Stay tuned to Battlefront2.com.
All right, well, that
for more
was it.
about the game.
All right,
See you guys
I guess
soon.
that was the
Thanks,
end.
Paul, Golden Boy.
Cool.
This was incredible. And now I'm going to send it over to
Or not.
I didn't
Patrick
see.
for more.
Oh, wait, this dude's back. What's up?
What you got, man?
Oh.
I'm just going to say goodbye.
Single player campaign?
Thank you, everyone, and thank you to the real rock stars of this show, the development teams inside EA. You are truly amazing. Now, we can't wait for more of you to play, and there's more coming. Stay tuned online for a closer look at some of our biggest games. And remember, EA Play is for all of you, our players. Thank you all for joining us. Now, let's play.
So that's the end.
Okay. I guess they're showing trailers for their mobile games now. Okay.
That's
the
what I
press
would call an
conference.
end.
Yep.
Usually.
Cool.
Well,
What was?
it's for the overall conference, definitely A Way Out because it's unique. They had me at Brothers. They had me at Couch Co-op. I like the idea that you can live like you're on the screen
here in
together.
Hollywood,
You're doing
California,
everything concurrently,
at
but
EA
you're
Play.
sort of like you can be like living your own lives and going about your days, and then come together and do stuff. I think that's really cool.
Yeah. I'm pretty much entirely with you on that. I did not expect that game, and it looks awesome. I'm curious to see how long it'll be. It seems like a game that could easily be a shorter campaign, but I guess we'll find out. I mean,
Yeah,
Brothers is
I'm-
only
More
6
interested
hours,
than I thought I would be in Need for Speed.
Yeah, as interested as I am, I'm still not sure that's a game I'm gonna play. But
I'll give it a go, because if it is gonna incorporate the sort of open world elements that I like from Forza Horizon with slightly more arcadey racing, I'm in. Also, because I've now played Forza Horizon 3 and I don't have a racing game on the Horizon to replay on the Horizon. So this could be a good, very good one for me for the year. I like having a game where I can just like pick it up, drive around for a while. It's very meditative, honestly. It's weird to think of a like racing game as relaxing, but I do like the just driving around element. Although in this case, I apparently have to start stealing cars and then talking to everyone about how important family is.
I don't know. Maybe if it gets like rave reviews, I'll check it out. It definitely looks interesting. I wanted more from Anthem, so I'm pretty disappointed by the Anthem announcement. All we know about Anthem from that announcement is it's a game and it exists and it's on a planet or potentially Earth that is now overrun with creatures, and they're trying to fight those creatures in mech suits / mechs. I couldn't tell if they're mech suits or mechs.
Yeah, the Attack on Titanfall thing really seems kind of appropriate.
Yeah. But I mean, it looks, from what they've shown, the arts, the art style and everything looks nice enough.
Yeah, but again, I'll hold judgment on it until I see more at the Xbox conference.
Totally. And Battlefront looks amazing, like visually, and the fact that they're fixing all those problems, the fact that they're giving away free DLC and everything like that. I mean, they're at least they have made it clear that they listened to the problems of the first game, and hopefully they executed on them, like fixing them. But it seems like they did.
I do feel like EA's trying to turn a new leaf a little bit, and it's been increasing the last couple of years, but the sort of acknowledgement about things that they haven't done right, or they acknowledge when people are disappointed and say, yes, you have a point, and we're going to fix stuff, which is super important. I know from a business standpoint, it can be really easy to just be like, ignore that stuff, and then it will go away. Because when you acknowledge that there's a problem and that it's not perfect, then that can be kind of used against you too. But like just the way that the gamers are feeling these days about there's not nearly as much trust, it's good to see a little bit of transparency.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
just honesty, frankness.
Which is kind of the opposite of EA's like historic reputation, especially after Battlefront 1. People were not happy about that game. They were happy about the way it looked and everything, but everything else was sort of a huge dumpster fire. So it's good.
And they did sell a lot of copies of that. It was in excess of, I think, 15 million units, which for any franchise that's not Call of Duty is fantastic numbers.
Yeah.
But they were hoping for more than that. I would love to know what their projections were.
Yeah, it seems like crazy numbers to want. It was good, but we wanted like 40 million. Wow. I mean, for a game that like was so panned, it's amazing that it sold that well. But it's Star Wars, so I guess maybe not.
Yeah, the one thing that was very lacking in the EA press conference was the lack of any mention of Nintendo. So I know that they took a cautious approach to Switch support early on, in that they said that they would support it if it made sense, essentially saying if it's not the Wii U, if it actually sells copies. And so then the Switch came out, started selling a bunch of units, and they said, this sounds great, we're going to do more stuff for it. I know they're getting FIFA, but I don't know, like they didn't say anything about that, and it seems like it might not be the same version of FIFA that everyone else gets.
Yeah, did they talk about that at all? I just saw gameplay or like trailer for FIFA. I didn't even see like any of those games if they announced what platforms they'd be on.
Yeah, they kept a lot of it pretty vague for now.
Yeah.
All right, so I think my laptop actually going to die, so I might have to wrap it up. But for everyone who's watching, we're going to be actually like moving into a proper broadcast studio tomorrow, so we'll have more like fine-tune control and all of the sort of technology that's actually made for broadcasting rather than Skyping people in across different cities and trying to pull in all this stuff and send it back out. So it should run a lot smoother. And I'm going to buy Adam Baird a strong drink after this one. Hey, we've got beers in the fridge. And so we're going to get that all going. We're doing a stream tomorrow that is going to be like a full day stream. We're going to be doing the Xbox press conference, and then we're going to be like playing games and just chilling out between, and then doing the Bethesda conference at night. And then on Monday, we're doing the Ubisoft press conference and then the PlayStation press conference. So that'll be another all-day stream. So we're all going to get to know each other very, very well. And then Tuesday morning, the Nintendo, they're not calling it a press conference, they're calling it a spotlight, but it's a press conference without any press there. It's a conference. And then Tuesday, we kick off our show floor live streams. So we'll be doing 3 days worth of streams from the E3 show floor. And we're going to be having on a bunch of developers and their games and demos and doing a bunch of live gameplay. And so you'll be able to see what the games are like a lot better and hear from the developers on those days. So they'll be streaming on both the Rooster Teeth and the Nose YouTube channels. And you can also watch them on the YouTube hub. It's youtube.com/E3. So we'll see you then.
Cool. Bye, everyone.